denying those takes.
Right, chat. Big game. We got Heretics on defense. We got Fnatic on attack.
Being able to be thrown in. They're kicking off on that attack side. I want to see how Fnatic are going to set the pace and how that Vice is going to end up being utilized on this side of the map.
Can Fnatic win a pistol? That's a great question. 4-0 currently on the pistols. That's a good start.
Nice opening from Alfi.
That's a great start, you would say.
Ketchup can still have a bit of a kick to it too. Just ask So Marcus.
Out of all the maps that you would love to win a pistol, this would be nice. Last one.
Fnatic needed Rienz. He's thinking about going forward. Benji's alongside him, but they'll back off, at least for the time being, and it's a good thing too because Boo's just being cut down to size. This split from Fnatic is, well, finding a lot of success in the back of Alfi. A triple for him in this before we finally see Kayak answer the call, and well, Woot left to pick up the pieces. A welcome departure from the success that Heretics had in every single pistol round before this.
Yeah. And then also a chance to get 50% of the rounds that they got on the last map as well. So definitely a bit of a step up.
There was no need.
Hey, they blocked me on Twitter. It's cool, you know.
That is true,
I'm gonna throw some shots.
They started the beef. So, you know what, Tom? I stand with you.
I prefer here?
I might have cosmic cursed their whole team, but that's
I would
not
like
the point.
some kind of mix of...
At least it wasn't against the team.
I would like a mix of both with a Phoenix, but...
Until I made the post. But we'll ignore that. I didn't do anything today other than point out the fact that one of...
Like 4 of one and 4 of the other.
Wait,
like 3 of one and 4 of the other.
And this is what it comes down to. This map right here.
I don't mind, man. Honestly, I feel like about the same. I wouldn't want this. I would want a Phoenix.
Almost a necessity.
I wouldn't want this. I would want a Vice.
Bear in mind that Heretics really struggled on the attack side when playing against BBO. It looked like they were going to get battered out of this map as well, but managed to turn it in their defensive half.
The
so
Jet Neon, sure, I would rather have Fnatic comp, I guess.
Of course, for data for the other side, we are yet to see Fnatic play this map. It's only just been reintroduced, and they, of course, skipped that first round of playoffs.
All these rounds, often a formality as they should be, with the defenders posing next to no real threat. Of course, that's never really the thing you should be saying when there's a Neon with a shotgun, but now there isn't, so I feel pretty confident in saying that. Boo, all alone, classic in hand, and a chance to do some damage, but looking at 2 kills, you're probably only removing an SMG. You take 3, and you're so much better than them as a player. You're so much better than them as a player. You're probably going to win the round. Almost impossible for him to get
out, man. What the hell is
what he needs to out of this round. Why is he running that far away with the bookie?
I'm guessing he's going all the way around to try and just catch them on the
jumping through timelines.
Didn't want to make any sound as he did it.
You've been awake for too long, so that just happened to me, just me, right? Okay.
Clearing some of those positions. Unfortunately, it makes no difference because Alfi is now pushing in his direction and will close him out for the end zone flawless. A magnificent start from Alfi.
Yeah, it's a good start, man. I mean, it's about time, man. Fnatic have been getting some rough starts.
One of the major benefits for the attack side on this map is you are able to fight for those orbs and you are able to have a fair advantage in winning them.
You're saying good start for Alpha, so much so, and I thought you were going to say that he has as many kills as the previous map.
No, I'm not mean. I'm a nice guy.
Not as good as our classic.
There you go. All right.
All right. Well, that's real beef being started. You can say whatever you want, all those things we have to bleep, but you insult their classic? That's crazy.
Coming for the bottom line. I respect it. Oh well, there goes that wall. That was a bit of an easy one to bait out. Alpha might have to rethink his positioning there. Yeah, it has been a lights-out start from Alpha here. 5 kills, I think 4 of them with the Ghost. And, well, like I said, 5 kills in the previous map. Confidence builder.
Pretty nice though for Fnatic.
For a Fnatic that was
fake aim main pressure.
Start. Found the finish on map 1.
Kill over towards middle.
Map 2. Finally finding their pistol round.
Dude, we have to kill everyone.
3 in a row. Managed to play with that steel guard. Definitely puts the pressure on here. Woot able to make it out just about, but he will be locked out of that site all alone.
Oh, no smoke. He's run the gauntlet.
He will find the first, and they are slow to look for trades. He's given a chance to catch his breath, ready himself, steel himself for the battle to come. And another found
we
as a
won the
result.
big 1v1 there.
Benji,
18
you
HP.
put him in a corner, and he comes out swinging every time.
He does get a 1v1 duel on the high
Crashes
HP.
alone, he stops
Careful.
one, lands the headshot. HP very
Whoa,
low for
that's
both
close, man.
players.
7-18.
It looked doable.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah,
end,
that was
Heretics
insanely
find their
doable.
round.
I feel like it's a little bit unlucky not to come out with something a little bit more there. Boo so desperately low, and
They're really close.
if a single bullet got spammed in. But these are kind of the moments you want to see from not only Benji Fishy, but also Wu. When he is just playing this Jet, it feels like just an absolute comfort pick.
Let's go, guys. Good job. They use Faisal.
And as he said, already managing to
Right.
beat what was a bonus, but also
They're
had an
pretty far
ultimate
away from like
invested.
the
Even still,
good
Fnatic are
odds.
gonna be able to
Everyone's pretty far
comfortably
away from the good
buy.
odds.
Of course, we know that Koshmaras is more than happy to pick up a judge instead of having one of those rifles. But if Heretics are going to have another stellar defensive side, as
Ares
they
with the
did
prime. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
when they play BBL, they can't afford to lose this round.
I mean, unless I'm mistaken, Heretics have as many kills as Alpha does right now. It's a flash in the pan, or at least it can be chalked up to that. And the buy round coming in from Fnatic. It's tough because last round, obviously, they did commit an ult on that attacking side. A big one in the Steel Garden with the Vice ult gone. The success they found didn't come on.
Well, they hit the site with 3. Judge close, but the care flash should pop him. Oh my god, he turned away from the first bounce in it. I thought it was the other setup.
They're very slow to follow up, and look
He
at
thought it was
that
the one off like
damage
the other
on
wall.
the spot.
Dude, he got redemption.
Koshmaras in
And he's
for the
alive.
double with the
And he gets
judge.
out of there.
And that
And the timing's unlucky for Alpha.
With Alpha spotted here, that was the one saving grace. A man slipping past, but
This
no,
Joe.
not flying under
They're
the
just gonna have to
radar.
save.
But too low to the ground, 2-1.
He got so wrecked by
Well, we're
this
about to see
flash.
things equalized.
But
that
maybe
almost feels like
these
the
guys got
curse of
wrecked by it
just
too. I don't know what
not
happened.
punishing Koshmaras, just allowing him to live that little bit extra longer, and he's able to get back out, reutilize what is the value of those neon
It's interesting because
abilities.
he thought
that
it was the
slide
normal
back into
flash lineup,
position.
which is like what, one bounce then pop.
what
But then it
happened
bounced so different to what he
either
thought.
the KO
Then he
flash
turned away,
blinded the whole team,
and then
or
got wrecked
actually,
by it.
or everyone's trolling.
back
I think
into
the
it.
flash must have blinded everyone. Kayak double
Nah,
smoked himself.
you guys saying
so I
he's
assume he was
stunned?
still blind and just panic smoked. And nobody followed up onto Koshmaras. I mean, that short fight is a real head scratcher, and that is where they lost the round. So I think that's somewhere that we'll certainly
Oh no, no
see
replay.
them try to fix whatever happened. And my assumption is it was the flash.
Oh, it's a good stun.
They get hit by the paranoia.
But this was before,
And
right?
it's already gone.
This was, sorry, this was after, yeah. Oh my god, what is that? It's like a roller coaster.
Because I saw Koshmaras low,
Wow.
but I was just like, I don't know how he's not ended up dying there, but yeah.
Um,
The power of the judge. 2
force
to
him
2.
down to an eco.
The 2 guns saved
Sonya,
as
what's
well
up?
for Fnatic is all they have for this round. The rest
You talk about the game or?
classics.
I think you
Kayak
talk about
has
the game.
invested at least a little bit into some light shields, just to make sure that if they do drop a gun, or maybe if he can get an orb or 2. This time the wall is
Fnatic
placed a little
fan?
bit
Dude, but
shallower, so
could have already
admittedly
made it.
That was a mistake.
You can't get too greedy.
Yeah, I'm not sure we needed to see a second wall to figure that one out, Tom.
It's good to know. It's good to know. He's made the adaptation.
Well, he had a battle. 3 players pushed up, saw the wall, backed out. No longer wanting that smoke. It's a good thing, too. They found
Ooh,
themselves
that's
still
nice.
in main. The firing squad wouldn't be there to welcome the pistols in.
This is a good
Their
rage
2
bait.
rifles
If you think the
still in
judge is
play for
OP, that's a
Fnatic,
skill issue.
chance for damage, but
Mate, it's
the main
literally
thing
getting
about this
nerfed.
round will be exactly that. It's not
Legit
victory.
getting nerfed.
Take a look at the credits for Heretics. They are getting a little bit out of control. They are stacked pretty high, and this is the point where, you know, if you can find a few kills, great. But then
30
you think about it on the
seconds
other side. Look at the credits for Fnatic. They're decent on the top half of the
Yeah,
board,
it's saving
but
to a
2 players could
save.
use a weapon.
And
He's got
Heretics,
2 weapons. So choice
considering
to be
they
made,
lost
and
pistol, their money is unbelievable.
seems like the choice is simply to carry these forward to the next.
I do like the way that we're seeing Heretics actually play B,
10
though.
seconds left.
A lot of it is you get aggressive B main control. You deny anybody swinging into it without at least throwing some utility, like a pop flash, paranoia. You know that someone's going to have to re-clear it. And then you give that space up and you go back to fight mid because you know that's the other angle they're going to try and claim. It's something they're doing consistently. It's like, okay, we battle this together, then we move and battle this together. And it means that for the player that swings in, it's very difficult to find which angle you need to be holding because there's normally multiple players. And they've been able to win that fight in the majority of rounds, at worst at a trade. And what already, after 3 rounds in a row, 3 investments, we're now going to see that pause coming out from Fnatic. And I will say their pauses, not so much in the last map, but in map number 1, were massively impactful. They were able to get quite a lot done with them. So I think on a map that, well, in theory should be level, but we don't really know where it lands. And after the last map, I feel like I don't know anything about these two teams.
Yeah, exactly. The first map was something you could at least make sense of, right? Like, the Fnatic heating up towards the end of a half is a story that we've told many times, we've seen unfold.
The chamber comp?
But when it comes to Lotus, I just don't know what I was
Talking
witnessing.
about the triple initiate one? Or are you thinking of a
different
different
one? We
one?
have seen that a lot this stage, especially, where it feels like map to map, we get completely different faces. And I do wonder, we saw earlier the stat Captain Cal had for us that Fnatic, although historically they never planted, or their average was
dude, I
never
kind of
to
completely
plant
forgot
within
the
minute mark.
people were playing
Now it's
chamber
dropped
vice on
down,
this.
was it, what,
Dude, I like
54
the
seconds?
chamber
I think it's dropped
vice.
by 10 seconds, their average before. And if Fnatic, the team that we know as the slowest team in the world, the guys that see 10 seconds left and think, oh, we should leave spawn, I suppose, for them to be up at the pace, I think it does show
completely erased this comp
big
from my
pull for
memory.
the meta to be faster. Fnatic adapting to that challenge has been fun to see. Getting a bit more flair out of them, a bit less defaulty play. Oh, no noise made. It seems Koshmaras.
Yeah, it's nice from him. He gets in the
very
corner
willing
as
to fill
well.
in that space, but Fnatic thinking about the re-clear in mid with utility. That's perfect.
Oh, the flash
nice.
is good, but there's
Can
nobody
he?
to react off it. He's going to try and use his wall
That's
to escape,
nice
but he
pathing
waits
from
a little
him.
bit.
That's nice.
He knows
That's
they're going
really
to spam
nice.
back towards
Don't
mid.
get too greedy now.
Smart stuff, an attempted
Honestly,
pot shot
like that.
through the smoke, but that's already Alfi down. That means that you've lost your B main control. It means you've lost your lurk.
Dude, he's
And
got
in
a
theory,
backup gun as well. They're rich.
It means that Fnatic now need to firstly re-clear all of the angles they could have potentially lost, but also just group up and try and hit somewhere together, because eventually you're going to lose more and more control.
And it's as Fnatic go to explore other parts of the map, you know, and realizing that they're losing that fight in B main again and again, that the space is being taken by Heretics, that they're going back to fight mid. But this time, Cypher's there, Cam in main, that's the extent of the plan from Heretics. They were looking for fights on A,
left.
they were looking for fights on mid, and Fnatic unwittingly just played into their
30
hands.
seconds. They're only just making their move towards that mid position. All of the Cypher utility still there. Bose has been spotted on the other side of the map. It does kind of sell at least a little bit of a ruse.
Oh no,
but
he
now
pulled
he's
him
been
back.
executed, and
Wait,
they
he
were
asked
starting
for them to go
run
back. They've
They were
legit got
starting
no
to
time to go
towards
anywhere.
where Boaster
Oh
is.
god, they got the
And
save
instead of giving this
again.
up, this is the old Fnatic. You talked about the time just moments ago, like, oh, they're going much quicker getting in for plants. No, they have run out of time off of just being caught early and then almost scurrying around to try and
It's the
fix
third
everything.
save in a row.
That timing is surreal. So it's like I knew that was coming.
Hey, don't talk about curses, you'll get blocked as well.
But it is interesting here, and I think Heretics did a great job by setting this expectation of how they were going to play. Then they decided to send a single player to the B site to play Turtle with the camera for early, I mean, I say early information. I mean, bro, I'm talking about here in Maine. It's hardly early. But
What is this? Change of
some
pace? We're going
information
fast?
ahead
Looks
of
like
the
it.
First peak, and then traps waiting on the site. Fnatic are playing, saying, sure, you guys take B main, we'll take the space you're not fighting for. They find out
Recon
the hard
middle,
way that
keep
this
them
round they
interested
were
in
fighting
middle,
for it.
so
Didn't
this
last
side
very
becomes a
long.
little weaker.
This time the cam is gone within the first 10 seconds. A faster pace. Looking to be picked up. Boaster just trying to sell a bit of a ruse on the other side of the map, of course.
Yeah, but look at
Can't
Boo,
hesitate
man.
to
He
say the
takes all of that
importance
info.
of this map for either side.
And at the same
loser
time, we should
is
probably
out.
start looking over towards middle.
Benji for Boaster.
Pushing down to that
chance to
angle. The
play
drone's going to
Masters
see a lot,
London.
and he's going to feel good that he can
London
take
in the
this
shot
angle.
match.
And he might kill Boaster here.
And already
He just
going
missed
to
him.
start that execution.
Now it gets weird.
Oh, those shots through the smoke. He knew Woot was going to walk in off the cloudburst, but that damage done, that could come back to haunt Woot now as the round ticks on. 3 players have made it to the site, though. Fnatic have to make a choice. They heard the tunnel smokes go up, that they'll allow those players to retake back through, but going back is no longer an option. The op has been seen now, and Fnatic are the ones boxed in, surrounded by the defensive side, with no retreat.
30 seconds left.
But seemingly no will to press forward, barely any utility. A reveal back online now. A nade from Seavoff, but it's about the best that they can hope for on the other side. Paranoia sent through, a problem as time keeps ticking. 14 seconds left. Where is the fast Fnatic we spoke about? They're down to the very last tick of the clock, and they
very
will
nice. I mean,
fall
absolutely everyone is here. They cut sound, they tried to create pressure like they're going elsewhere, and they couldn't really because they were boxed in, and then they were just waiting for a mistake. The mistake never happened.
Yeah, that looked messy. I think especially the moment that was damning was this. They had known there was a player behind. He literally went, baited the wall out, and then fell back. Unless you thought he'd completely given up all control and just left, which, why would he do that? Then that's just Alfi walking to his doom. And then the rest of the players on the Heretics know they're still there. They know they're all still locked into that position because they can't have pushed anywhere else. They made that so easy for Team Heretics. And for Fnatic, we are really starting to get towards panic stations. This is a team that, okay, we give them the kickoff curse. Every year we go kickoff, maybe you don't make it. But 2 in a row, them not making an international event, them not making their home event, that would be a shock.
A shock to the system delivered. Seavoff down and out. Kayak could be in this.
I will say Kosh does really well here.
Fresh, but it's Koshmaras quicker on the trigger.
Kosh rotate right now feels really good. What a lovely round for him. Little tuck in from Boo as well. Waits for him to go out. He doesn't overface as well. He's looking great, man. He's got good rotate. Round before here was a masterclass as well.
Shut them down as if it wasn't bad enough.
The jump at him is kind of crazy, but it's lovely to watch, man. It really is.
A man that was literally brought in because they said they had problems. A player that said he didn't want to stay. They took a gamble. Week 1, it looked rough, and now he's acing Fnatic to give them a 6-2 lead in a map that would eliminate the EMEA #1.
Hey, maybe Neon's not dead. Not in the hands of Koshmaras, that's for sure.
Looks very much alive.
It does, even with the nerfs coming. We'll see the
Byron
kind of
for
impact
Fnatic.
that it has in all seriousness. That agent is a nightmare. And Fnatic decided to come in today not arming themselves with it. Perhaps they will live to regret it. This, I would say, Ascent comp of old, but you know, you have Vice in there as well. But it is an El Clasico feel to it. Trying to bring us back to the old days when Fnatic still sat on a throne, when they were the undisputed, the EMEA team. That has changed. Heretics held out.
You know your uncle secret me, bro. I haven't heard it first. It was one point where everyone was doing it, like 2 years ago. Maybe longer, 5 years ago. I haven't heard it for years.
To turn as Woot falls with 1. It's Benji and Kosh. But remember, Kosh aced the last one.
It's funny, but would have actually died to that trip. To make sure he shot it.
Spike planted.
2v4, and at the same time,
he has no reason to fight.
Heretics have so much money that they just need to try and do a little bit of damage. They are not considering short, and that is a leg, that is a shoulder, that is a leg.
Shot in the foot, wouldn't kill him out, and already Benji is dropped. The next one comes for free. An important response from Fnatic. An additional round added to their tally, and it needs to be the start of something, because the last couple of rounds before that, they were very dominant indeed.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've seen this a few times. Where like 1 round.
I mean, 4 people surviving.
Good kills, couple ultis, whatever it is.
Fnatic
And then we go right back to winning ways.
should be loving this one.
That can't be the case here.
And let's go, boys. Run by run. Go 6-6, guys.
Round by round, I think that is how we've been looking at it. There you go, Koshmaras' first ace in VCT EMEA. What a time to do it as well.
It's only been
I was going to say it's relatively early for him.
Surprising that's his first. With how good he's been, over the last 4 weeks especially. It is surprising. He's in middle again. He's got a little bit lost in the source, but it's fine.
It's the common
Too
one.
dangerous position, and it's looking like they're setting up for a crunch in mid. Heretics have 4 players around this angle. They've surrendered A control, but I think with the realization that the drone is coming through on that side of the map, they can't afford to give it up. Even still, though,
Looks at Heretics in the double scope in panic.
left split, and that's a huge kill for Sevov.
Oh, it's a rough round for Wu.
In.
The original setup is he gets baited in, he gets to get all the kills.
He's so good, man. He really has.
Yeah, he's doing good, man. 2-person on site though, Benji.
Night and day.
Oh, Benji.
On the horizon for Team Heretics. If they lose this, Fnatic back to their old ways, the winning streak.
Ooh.
Only on 3 for now, but could still be even at the half. Battle of the spams up top. A risky one to play in, with the reveals about to come through. Now the real danger, they've got to run. It buys more time, and Rienz has fallen. Crashy's had the angle, and now Kosh. Surely, that's already done. He tries to make something of it, but in the end, it's another round for Fnatic.
Heretics still have okay money,
the
but
gap down to 2, and there's a reason
they lose this, the low buy is not great. The last round.
It was a 6-2, 6 rounds in a row. I was starting to get a little bit nervous, but you are beginning to see a couple of those confidence plays.
He did not hit that
especially
TP.
the one from Sevov is the main takeaway for me. He clears B main alone, pop flash to get rid of Wu, forces Heretics into some more awkward positions, and then they have the attack onto that A site. It still came desperately close. Crashy's down to 5 HP. And his spam is what sends Rienz packing out of the round, but it's enough to call for panic stations. Now bear in mind, not saving the operator, it's something that can still be afforded by the side of Heretics, but it does mean that their economy potentially going into the last round will be the next one. Could be a little lower. So this is going to actually play a big part in whether or not this could end up as an 8-4, or if it ends 6-6, which considering that 6-round streak in the middle,
we'll give him a 5.
I think Fnatic will take that.
The problem is double duelist should be pretty good against what they're doing as well, but I don't know. I think a Vice on defense is so strong.
One round that swings it as to whether they're back in or shut out. There's Fnatic. Even when
what the Heretics have, again, they got Cypher, they get A main control, they have B main control.
Somehow they still have a foot in the door. 6-4.
Yeah, I mean the comp struggles mid-ish. I don't know, it's weird. Heretics have a pretty good comp at attack. This is my B main, this is A at the same time middle. Got pop pressure.
They've been consistent, and most
got 2 that can disrespect the forms.
That op in the early round has been a nightmare for these attackers.
Yeah,
maybe 6. Maybe they need last 2 rounds, honestly.
They're having to be so careful of. And he hasn't really been caught by any of the KO util because he's
one of those though,
man. Around mid.
With a pistol,
the drone's also been used to clear over towards A, so a lot of the time it's just been someone having to try and body check his position. Again though, diligent stuff from Fnatic. They are not shying away from those same metrics they've been throwing out throughout the round. Just clearing all of these close angles, trying to remove the risks of this double duelist. Even still though, this time they've been given nothing. Heretics aren't fighting aggressively. They're not facing forward. They got caught Wu in B main last round. He's not fighting at all. He's sitting back with the rest of the team, and Fnatic have spent over a minute
3-person stack, up on short. Not sure there's going to be any vision block for this.
We thought we'd left it in the past, but of course not. Old comps bring back
old
ways.
By the flash.
Koshmaras up close on the reload of the shotgun. He'll be caught by Kayak. The double now. Oh. It's Woot that has to answer back, but his blade's taken away.
Dude, he was like, surely this guy's pushing me, right?
For the fight that was to come, and Kayak wins the battle on backside. The spike needs to be picked up and planted.
10 seconds left.
No stress. 10 seconds is plenty of time. Benji and Rienz need the retake. That's a huge, that is a massive pick for Benji.
He's given them an opportunity. They'll know where both of these players are. Look to try and clear out Bosa.
Nice from Bosa.
A complete reposition. holding himself below, but then swings back out to try and fight with his teammate. Just wanted to give them a little bit more space and advantage with the smoke, not allowing the double swing to come through from the Heretics
good
players.
smoke from him.
It makes this incredibly awkward. Even still, they look to group up, and Boaster has
That's
done
a nice
well,
smoke
and
from
then
him.
moved away to
This
help
smoke on the
out
fly
Sliggy.
is really
That
nice.
smoke was perfect to make things so uncomfortable for Heretics. And right back up to 5 they are. As said, never count them out.
And this is the problem for Heretics, right? You put all your eggs in one basket like that, and it just hurts so much more when you do fall. Now, Fnatic, they should be able to bring this back to neck and neck, to even at the half.
Let's go!
The weaknesses on the other side made up for with the advantages of this composition. A judge in play for Koshmaras, and well, he's been good with the op. But he has been great with the judge as well, so there's no counting him out. The attacker's slow with a default, and I do feel like this is risky if they go walking up on short with the smoke in play. They know better, especially looking at the opponent's economy. It's not the round to take those kind of risks.
Kind of a good bait for this.
See, now normally,
Pretty sure they're not ending A.
Position, but because he ends up tagging Boo, that spot has gone amiss. Because of that, Woot is going to look to try and reclaim some of that space. As you said, they're missing a few pieces here and there, and they're going to try and pad that with aggression. He has been shut down at least a bit. And for the attacking side, again, they're posturing around middle, but they've got to be careful. A push up into Koshmaras, it's a 1v1 that, if this corner was rounded, would be troublesome. Instead, though, Alfi has sent the ult in on that B site. And although Benji will be able to keep his gun, this seems like a ruse. The problem is the angle's not been checked. And Koshmaras is just waiting to see if there's anyone more. Now he goes hunting. Paranoia actually catches him, but
This
now
agent
Woot
can just get out of there like that.
into action.
Good backup plan.
They go to the other side. The B
Riens
site where they've had
have
this stack up. They'll spot one. They'll know
One
he's
kill
towards
trip.
the back, but Benji's up close. Now, Riens the
that's nice, bro. Look how easy he made that look. He made that look so easy. That's sick.
Supposed to draw their eyes, not take them out.
7 and they
Look
didn't
from
get the
their
pistol. That's a good
skulls.
half.
Unbelievable.
It's an insane way to close out the half. Either way, Ascent has been quite a popular map this week. Let's see if you've been paying attention in our halftime quiz.
Nice! Yes! Kurva!
Okay, let me do an ads prime. Yeah, okay, where we at? To a sub to everyone again, man. Okay, chat, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe you want to make your way over to Twitch. You can check if you got one of these. Go out of full screen. You can click down here, and you can see if you have a Prime sub. It's not going to cost you anything. You get it free with Amazon Prime. You can support the channel, and you get no ads for the next month. So there'll be all the playoffs and the beginning of London Masters. If you forgot about it, that's okay. You can check if it's there, and I appreciate the support. Distant Zulu, thank you so much for checking. Appreciate the Prime. Thank you for doing that. Oh, son. Don't even try it. Turn it. Thank you with the Prime as well, man. Appreciate the 3 months. Thank you so much. Angel Q41 as well with the Prime. Thank you for doing that also. I appreciate that. It's a lot of Primers. Thank you very much. Gene with the tier 1 as well. Thank you for doing that, Gene.
Match is coming up later, but let's not divert focus.
Thank you
This
so much.
is the real meat and potatoes. Team Heretics and Fnatic, a storied rivalry.
It's the highest
And a
EMEA
chance
series.
for Fnatic to
At least
carry
it's
on
very high level at the
as
moment.
history has been set in the
Fnatic
past. The squad,
maybe
they're not too good at kickoff.
fumbled a little bit on this one.
They actually kind of suck at it. but they always bounce back.
Zam with the prime
they always
and
make it right in stage 1, never missing.
Paul's
2
loot main as well
international
with the
events.
tier 2.
Well, Heretics could be
The
the
tier
ones
2, bro. Thank
to
you so
make
much,
that
man.
first time
I appreciate that a lot, dude. Thank you for that.
Fnatic already.
So that's a
Heretics
5v5
making it to
retake.
Ascent, full control,
Everyone is
and
pretty
the plan
early
found.
here for Fnatic. Do they
There's
just
the
send
first
it?
pistol that was won by
Yeah, and I'm
Fnatic.
kind of
Now
looking at
can they
Heretics,
add
and they're
another
wanting to
to
get into
the
the right
tally?
positions.
An aggressive fight back. Kayak's done well at least. And the plant's still
I
yet to go
think
down.
Heretics
Maybe
will
trying to
take
bait a
that.
couple of players in with the initial tap, and the door has already been broken. Crashies has taken a lot of damage, so at least initially was a bit more passive.
The
Maybe now
3
wants to be
under.
the guy to almost
Good luck to
set
Benji.
the bait, give an opportunity, and you
Good
can
luck
see
to
that Alfi
Benji.
is
Where
still
does both the
worried
throw
that
smoke
somebody's
should be
gonna
a
coming in
main,
on that flank,
and the
coming
3
in
under
from
heaven are
behind.
loving that.
And with the trip in front and a smoke now in the way, he's got to be careful he doesn't get caught on the way in.
Not much in terms of utility. It's going to be raw aim fights with all those big guns invested into, and the Sheriff and the Ghost, they find damage. Alpha left alone now. Time ticking. Ringer,
Oh,
Rosie
that's
in
smart.
play, but Alpha
That was
always
smart.
wins.
Knew the Boo was
It's
going
a
to try play
round
time, and he
much
faked him on the
needed
left.
by Fnatic.
Double
and
pistol.
secured by Alpha.
Yeah, it's crazy. We've talked about the value of the pistol
Double pistol
rounds,
might
but
save him.
To be honest, in this series, it almost seems like that isn't much of the case. I go back to Fracture. It was Heretics winning both, not being able to take the map over the line. And in this
Dude, what
map,
a recon that was.
Fnatic have now got both. And that will just bring them level. That will put us even going into this second half.
Come on! Hey!
As you can see, they know how important this one is. History of Fnatic, always making that second and third international event.
Whoa.
But more importantly, the best team
Big
of
investment
2024
on
in
this.
Team Heretics in EMEA
Big investment.
versus the best team from EMEA in 2025 in the
See
form of Fnatic.
how much damage they can do
One
in
of
terms
them
of being
is
able
gonna
to
be having
one-shot.
an
Only 2 people
incredibly
here.
Poor 2026, at least for the first couple of events. The other still has a chance
Sorry.
to make it to Masters London,
Whoa, it's close.
but there can only be one.
And at least for Fnatic, they find out that they got one.
Shouldn't be decided in a round like this. This is where we go back neck and neck, but an investment.
Well, at least Fnatic know
Swoop
what they're going to do.
goes
They
down
just
to
want to take
300
picks.
credits for
They want to take picks, so they're not going to
Classic.
peek up any
And of
angles,
course,
which
he's
does
given the
mean
weapon over
that
to Koshmaras.
Classics
No
can
surprise
kind of
to
just
see
walk up and take some of these
Another
once he
way
does
of
take the
working
angle.
out.
He can take a little bit of space.
Benji baiting the cross on mid, wants them to start looking back in the other direction.
There.
Pull attention away from, well, the spot on the map with a million pings. We know where Heretics are about to force the issue. The first man to hold the cross, Sivov, he's had some rougher rounds, but it felt like he found his form towards the end. The last map, the nade to cut them off, but so many have made it through already, and we are just waiting for Koshmaras to get the opportunity
Oh, what
to
a recon
land
that was.
a shot with the Outlaw, the Paranoia. It delayed him, it cost him some time, but now Heretics are on site. The plant is even coming in, and to be honest, this is much scarier.
Yeah, Boo
when you
has
have
a
to
smoke
retake
as well.
into those players.
Yeah, it
Smokes
gives
heaven, and they
opportunities for
create
that
a plan
Outlaw.
to fight door.
It gives the Classic so many more angles, although it definitely seems like Crashies is maybe a little bit too aware, but then he gets punished.
Careful here.
That's where the Outlaw has finally been noted. A first kill up. Time now ticking in their
Oh,
favor,
he's
but
committed
they've cleared
behind
him. And now the rest of the weapons
standing.
shouldn't be anywhere near as problematic.
Yeah, very, very nice.
Who will fall?
Some
Alfi
armory
will
buys,
fall.
but other than that,
And
Fnatic
sure,
will
it's
take
a
this
little
as
bit of
well, and they're going to know
additional
there's
damage, but Fnatic deal
not
with
the
that
best
well.
buy coming
A
up.
couple times now, it's been Alpha to really pull out the rounds when needed the most. We've seen it in this map. We've certainly seen it in the last two as well. Thinking about the 1v1 that gave them something to play with on
Yeah,
Lotus.
Kosh
We've
got
seen
a
it for
free
years.
pick.
Like, well, where have you been?
Exactly.
Then he could have tucked in and reloaded, but I think he was scared of heaven, but I felt like the smoke was still there. So he might have been able to have double shot. Not saying it would have changed too much, but it might have.
It was a round or two. We said that 1v1 was nice. The double with the Sheriff, and he finished on 5 kills.
Okay, Boo takes the hit, but it's not that
Story this
bad.
time around, much to the
Just gets,
chagrin of Heretics fans out there. We're neck and neck, rifles
just
up
gets the
for
Bulldog
both
out.
sides, but Fnatic.
Well, it's
have
a
got credits
fast
to
one. We're
fall
going up
back on
tree.
Despite a few weaknesses here, still a good chance to brawl. Whereas for Heretics, this will be the lead and the momentum into the hands of Fnatic if they lose it.
If they don't
Ice.
find this wall, it is pretty big for
Has
Fnatic.
been called the undoing of Neon in the past. The Thorns doing a fair amount of damage.
Actually kind of worked out okay for Heretics here. The fact that they shot back let them know that they were holding this line, so they haven't fully created pressure on the shot.
This is definitely where you expect the most damage to be done. I also think for KO, that defensive side knife can be a real irritation. But of course now, with how long it takes to come back online, for Seavoff, it really is going to be all about timing. He needs to be bang on as when he denies them their utility.
"35 seconds, Heretics taking a leaf out of Fnatic Spoke, but going a little bit quicker with it. That might slow them down, though. Steel Guard put into play. And now as they make their way out to site, it's with 25 seconds left. The swing in from Alpha, nothing found. Paranoia back in return as Seavoff's now surrounded.
Done good. Done really good. Did incredible. Just a ghost.
And although he did
Shame the rest of his team couldn't take any down.
share of the work, it seems there's still too much left to be done. Kayak needs a barn
Around from
burner of
Rian's.
a
Gets his
round,
ult on
and
this
instead
one
it's
as well.
Rian's to meet that.
That's one of the
He has
scarier
ult
things.
and
Rian's
Alpha
been
has
okay
ult,
so
right?
far, but if he really starts to build into this series of 4K, that back off what Alfi did in the last round.
Alpha
And
uses
yeah,
ult.
as you said, Seavoff
When did
considering
Alpha
he only
use
had a
his ult,
ghost at the back of the
How have I
site,
not even clocked this?
does incredible work. Unfortunately, the players with the rifles, not so much. Even still, an investment back
He did
in
it just at
boosted
the
with
beginning of
judge,
the
but
exec? Wait,
it
really?
allows for
Bro, my
an
brain
operator in the hands
literally
of
just
Kayak.
ignored
Bear in
it.
mind, no shield, so any tickle damage
It stopped
could
the
be
hit and they
death.
re-exect.
And an early take of B main, but
It stopped the original
gonna
hit.
assume
Okay,
that's
yeah,
more
yeah.
for the
Alright.
orb.
Jesus.
Much
Boring.
else. Okay, the swinging from Koshmaras, that's an easy pickup for Alfi.
A little ahead of the curve on that one. In a round like this where your credits are on the
Big
line,
round to do this.
that's like finding gold dust.
I assume he thought that he was going to be further back, maybe playing off the wall with a flash. So he's like, okay, I can bait the wall and go back, and then you swing out and you're just dead.
I mean, it is one of the risks of being a Neon player up against that wall. Sometimes you got to do it. Just hope he doesn't hit the shot.
They
hope
fall
he's not in
back
the
on a
position.
classic.
Well, unfortunately, that gamble is not paid off.
Silver ult site.
Don't use hope
As you
versus
run in.
Alfi. This is not
You
a
ult
good
the 3
idea.
main
It's the first
spots.
thing he takes away.
Wait. Maybe
Now,
he's not even
Heretics,
ulting this.
They've grouped up as 4, move towards A main. They're ahead of the smoke and everything, but walking in,
Big
there
miss.
should be a price
Big
tag.
miss.
But Kayak misses the shot.
Omen flash
Sound
hit
characteristic.
poster.
We've seen a few in this series. Perhaps the pressure is getting to them.
Oh my
In
god.
goes the
Oh
Paranoia.
my
The
god, that was
Hunter's
big.
Fury lands the tag and the
Oh,
kill
the
is
pathing's
easy on
really
the back of
nice
its
there.
Saint.
That pathing's
Gonna be
really
set for
nice
Seavoff.
from Wu. I
The
feel like no
advantage
matter what, you
sits
trade that.
Still with Heretics. Crashies. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble now. He's decided to go wide. That's a crazy play.
I mean, he's got to
he
make
gets
a
the
play.
predictable
I
result.
thought it was more mad that Boo committed to the swing,
Look
to
for
be
the
honest.
surprise factor.
Yeah, and he's
Oh,
been
for
told to
Alfi, yeah,
save.
nothing
And I don't think he wanted to save
frustration
there.
it seems to end this round.
Did you see him while he was peeking out towards
Yeah,
the door?
he had his-
wiped his forehead with his mouse in hand.
Yep. But you can't walk if you use your other hand.
That'd be fine. Hide it behind the wall. If he got killed in that moment, that would be beautiful. A replay that I'd cherish for the rest
Heretics,
of my life.
considering they
But
lost double
I always do.
pistol,
I'm a big eye scratcher in those
doing
moments.
good,
Like,
man.
oh, they're about to push. Oh, my nose is itchy though.
Oh,
It's all
they're
good.
really good.
9-7. And yeah, as you said, there have been moments in this series where Kayak has missed shots I expect him to hit. Like, if that smoke goes down and he's not watching the angle, fair enough. But it's that he misses the shot while watching exactly where they're going to be. And that means he's dead to rights. Like, that spams through. It's like shooting a cardboard. Like, that's...
This
not
exec was
difficult
clean. I really like the, especially once you
kill for
ult
them to
door and you
find.
have the smoke here. I really like the updraft to him.
Correct me if I'm wrong as well. Was that the kill that gave Rian's the Hunter's Fury? So I think that even then ends up killing the next teammate as well, because he's got that ultimate online. So the dominoes definitely fell from that moment. The defensive side.
Pretty much a
might be
full eco
favoured,
for
but
Fnatic. They get one bandit, one
this
save
double
gun, and
duelist,
Sheriff.
Also with Heretics in this kind of form, I'm waiting to see Fnatic turn up. Because they've had the start in both halves. You don't have that excuse anymore like you did on the first map where you had to have the
he's not
comeback
wrong.
because you didn't get either of the pistols. Oh no, in fact, you have got them and you're still behind.
But I mean, every round here feels like an independent event. If you try to use the last one to figure out what's happening in the next, it's a fool's errand. It's been chaos. Fnatic, though, I feel pretty confident saying should be doing too much right here, right now. The pistols in play across the board. They'll use their numbers to their advantage. A risky play by Alpha, using the one rifle they have tucked up in mid. It's a good idea.
Buster got a good gun for the situation.
Any reward to it. We can see that Heretics are all in A main, ready to burst out. And we talked about the numbers advantage with the pistols. They're playing together. The paranoia.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But the shots from Boaster are not so hot. That is going to be a 10 for Heretics. I'm confident in saying Alpha and Crashies with it all to do.
Alpha's like, please don't tell me I have to save again here.
One thing I'll say is they've got time on their side. It's only planted now, but big mistakes needed from Heretics, and honestly, if they lose this one, we've got to pause right after.
Well, yeah, and they haven't
How
been
come the Pacific Finals are in Vietnam?
They're
all they're doing a roadshow thing.
Oh, a nice shot for one. Benji was just looking to try and trade, but because of that, he's given them another angle. The remaining players, though, falling back. They know exactly where Boo is, and Alfi has killed him off as well. The danger in this round has got higher and higher. No ultimates to play with, and now Alfi is remaining versus one. Him against Riens, the two raid bosses of these teams. Turkish excellence versus Turkish excellence!
I have never seen anything like it. What is this 2v5? What is this 2v5? Dude, in this moment, that 2v5, Alpha's done the maddest thing ever.
My God, Alpha here! And a motor thrifty and some unbelievable shots.
Benji, that was bad from Benji. That's a red card for Benji.
For years, certainly in this series, he's had his moments, but none quite like this. I said if Heretics lose that round, there's going to be a pause. There's a pause. But it's from
I told you didn't want to save again. I didn't think he was going to do that.
I don't even know what they're going to talk about here, man. Alpha, you're nuts. It's about all that needs to be said.
It says
it's going to be a moment that
there's tactical timeout.
Maybe just needing a breather. Maybe needing some time
I feel like there's some audio issues or something.
To allow their opponents to stew a little bit in that moment.
Keep looking at the admin.
But that is the thing. That's why we talk about Alfia every season, every split, every year, pretty much every day that he's on the show, because he will do things that other players cannot do. He will drag Fnatic out of moments that, you know, other people just can't do. And has been since the moment he came onto the stage. The moment
I'll take this game, dude. This right here is an absolute game changer on that round there.
This was absurd.
That's
like,
mad.
This was just isolating fights and hitting every shot in reactionary form. And the fact that we see him right now 18-9 while on that Vice.
Killer Kayak, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate the 10 months. Thank you for doing that.
He was on the Vice and he just looked so comfortable playing this agent, as he did with the Killjoy, as he's done with most agents in the game.
This is tech for sure,
but
man.
The fact that they are still currently behind with how much impact he's having.
Sit and think about what they just did.
Is now maybe a more of a technical nature at its pause. You still have to sit there and go like, I don't really blame the Fnatic team to go, okay, we still need to talk things over, because he's had to pull out straight BS to get us one round behind when we've won both pistols.
I'm still
Tazo, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, Tazo. Thank you with the gifted. Chatting not to do. Good slug all this spam going. Nothing else to do right now.
Maybe they
got gifted, please at Tazo TV. Thank you for the gifted, bro. I appreciate that.
They go back-to-back timeouts. Otherwise, I'd assume that's what happened.
What if they're in the exact millisecond? It has to put one of them first, and so everything's
broken. Thank you so much, mate. Appreciate the support.
Put one of them first,
yeah. Either that or maybe, just maybe Alfia celebrated a little bit too hard.
It could be.
I think that's happened before.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. We've seen some players out there give the stage a good shake, good run for its money.
Yeah.
We have genuinely had to have tables reconstructed. Completely changed it, because some players, they'd be wobbling on that table too much.
I still think like my favorite
Imagine
moments
losing off the back of that.
Are always with
this is one of those this is one of those rounds that can it can win you a game so easy. Because the other team, all you're thinking about is just that round, and then you might be thinking about it a little later on as well, and then you're not in the moment fully, you're thinking in the past.
Exploded out the top.
It takes you out of it.
Just having both reactions in slow-mo, especially with Angel Big, so surprised.
A good one to test the mental, that's for sure.
But for now, at least, a technical pause here for Heretics. It's the worst time humanly possible.
Genuinely, yeah.
Because you have just lost a round where your opponents had a singular rifle. You had the round done, or at least it felt that way. And although, like, obviously it's a horrible round to lose.
Look at Baker, man.
I look at the
He
way
was
they
waiting
lost
for this.
it, and it's like that first kill, when it's like a ridiculous shot from Alfi. Benji tries to then just kill him, an immediate trade, and that's where the other player is. They didn't know where he was, an immediate kill. And from then onwards, it did just feel like it all tumbled. But there's not one thing in that round where I go like, oh, that was atrocious. Like, that was just stupid. So it really is one of those times where they now just have to sit there, stew in what's going on. And for Fnatic, it's like, okay, well, we've just won a round off absolutely nothing, had a moment to talk with our coaches.
What's the score? 9-8, right?
Just one round behind
9-8
on the
after
defensive
this.
side.
I can't even remember
I've
where.
just gotten word from our producers
Can't even remember where the
we have got,
money's
as
at.
you can see, a little bit of a technical pause. It's a medical tech pause going on right now, so we don't know how much longer it will be, but we'll get the show back underway as soon as we possibly can. And like you said, Tom, you know, even when that first timeout came up, which was, you know, a normal timeout from Fnatic.
Medical tech pause.
For
What does
Team
this mean?
Heretics to have to sit and stew in it is already bad enough, but at least then they can talk. At least then they can say, you know what, guys, but it's okay. We'll bounce back. Now they sit there and stew in the round that should have been theirs, and what would have propelled them forward.
Alpha.
Double digits already, a lifeline, and having that little bit of a safety net of rounds to fall back on, and the chance to push Fnatic's economy to the brink and beyond. But instead, Fnatic hot on their heels, considering the fact that this, at least the first half for Fnatic, started with a big comeback needed. When a comeback's needed for Fnatic and then they're hot on your heels, again, a story that everybody, players, fans, coaches, it doesn't matter, everyone knows what happens across the stage from Fnatic in those moments.
Yeah, it's a weird scenario though, because although for, like, whenever you're up against Fnatic, and even if you're in the lead, you're going to feel that pressure. I still feel like for Fnatic here, the pressure's all on them. Because although, like, for Benji, sure, making it to Masters London will be huge. Like, it's always something that I think every player dreams of, is going to a stage in your home country with a home crowd. But for Fnatic, it's as an org. Like, this is the whole org is getting ready to almost invite the world to their turf and try and challenge them on it. And if they're not on it, well, especially after the group stage they had, where they were able to win all of their games while having to swap in their assistant coach for one of them, while bringing in Seabob.
This one, I mean, we don't really know, man.
Like,
don't really know.
I think everyone, including myself, thought that their attendance was set in stone.
He's back now, right?
They would be there, and well, I think most people, other than you, of course, had them going through the upper bracket. So I think that the fact that they're even in this scenario is surprising. And then even for Heretics, like, I looked at that upper bracket and went, they're in a good position to maybe just run it through, especially the form that they were in. The first couple of weeks were really rough. Then they had convincing victories in a row. But taking that sort of gut punch early, dropping down, having that bit of recovery, and now they come up against, as said, the team that I think everybody wants to see play at Masters London. It now feels like they are the ones to potentially ruin that fairy tale for Fnatic, but maybe make it a fairy tale of their own. And then Alfi,
and they get a buy round after it.
Yeah, he really chose his moment, didn't he?
Sure.
The Heretics, no doubt.
It's buy round with double ult.
Stories in their head. Imagining the
2v5
on that stage in London. The British
honestly, it was unbelievable.
Green that Benji's going to have to wait for. 9
well,
to 8.
1-0 for 1-0
between them. The long pause has ended. The bloodbath will ensue. Kayak, the first.
Yeah, and they felt like they created so much pressure over towards A that this wouldn't be a thing.
But Fnatic, they don't give up on the back of that. They've got the advantage,
Alfi,
but
you
they're
don't
pushing
have to do
forward.
this.
Alpha's taking a risk, and he spotted.
Yeah, it's nice from him, though.
He spotted Woot and immediately ran for the hills. Wants nothing to do with that blade storm. Rightfully so.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to take the risk. Kayak, we mentioned it. A few misses here and there, but was clinical at the start of this round. And this now becomes a recovery. Bear in mind, this is a hefty investment. Okay, maybe not everybody has a weapon, but
Is the door closed?
putting that blade storm in.
Took a little bit of space with this.
With 40 seconds left,
Woo,
it
hide
still
from the
feels
drone.
like Heretics haven't really
An
found
easy call. They should know with the A
direction.
pressure and the drone clearing
and
B
even the
main that the
ground that they have
rotators
taken or
happen.
forced their opponents
Do
back
they
off
expect
is
Kayak
slowly
here?
being reclaimed once
Doesn't
again.
look like
Kayak is very
Ooh,
well
okay,
placed.
nice.
A pot shot not
That
going to
was
land,
close.
but there's still a couple of players here.
Yeah, had to dodge that.
Dodging that knife is key. Now the Blade Storm's still online, but Alpha's dropped through. We're losing players by the second for Team Heretics, and with 12 seconds left, they have got to press
time on this.
forward through the numbers, and it's not going to work. Not with Alpha standing
Very nice.
guard.
And Heretics now,
Four-piece pickup,
they got an eco.
and Fnatic are neck and neck.
Alpha, bro, he's,
He's dragging
he's
this
unbelievable
team,
right now.
Kicking and screaming through
He
this
is
game.
not losing this one.
22 and 9. And it just like this was his sight. He gets dinked early. For the rest of the round, he has 74 HP, and guess what? He ends with 74 HP because nobody even got an opportunity to shoot at him. Scoreline equalized. The chance of Heretics running away with this seemingly fading.
Come on, bro. What are we doing?
Well, there you go.
Exactly what he deserved. Exactly what he
He
deserved.
did it on the last map, and it was an unreal way to close
listen,
it.
the Ares looks good at times on low,
Jesus.
especially defense side towards A main, but
That's already 9 kills in 3 rounds for Alfi, by the way. And they're about to try and push into him once again.
No way, he landed on his head and then somehow he's got out of there. Dude, what am I watching, bruh? He is having one of the most insane halves.
Could this be 3 4Ks in a row? Not quite. He'll go down to the Ares.
Yeah, no one else overheats though. I like this.
Find out where
The money's not in the greatest situation.
And go the other way.
this is getting ridiculous now. The man is called on, talked about, and he shows up on a level that, geez, I don't know when I saw this Alpha last. He looks driven, motivated, and we talk about Fnatic. They've never missed 2 international events, and this is elimination. Right behind them, lurking, waiting to drag them into an early off-season. And that's when they're most dangerous, man. When the numbers are against them, when the stakes are great, and the odds are not in their favor. It feels like every time Fnatic find their way. And here, once again, it seemed like they'd fallen, like they would
another
get up, like
big buy round for
Heretics
Heretics
would walk
here.
all over them.
Timeout.
And now they stand in the lead. They loom over Heretics. An elimination feels all too real with this man on the server. It's a timeout
Dude,
from
look at him
Heretics.
go.
The last timeout of regulation.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they're
He's
definitely
got
struggling.
11
That
11
2v5,
kills in 3
that
rounds.
2v5 would
Like, what do you even
break
do?
a
Like,
lot of teams.
Jokes aside, like back in the day, there was a strat, there was avoid CNED,
Yeah.
avoid Alpha.
It was a good strat too.
Sure, on a normal day, like you'd go like, oh, I don't want to go near Kayak either, but he's not having the greatest day. He's doing okay, but when a guy has got 11 kills in 3 rounds, you see him, you run. You see the wall, you run. You see some thorns, you run. Just go the other way. 25 and 10. And honestly, we now get the Heretics pause, and it's hard to really say anything else. Like, what is going wrong with your strategy? Is it the fact that guy is just wrecking you every round?
Yeah, especially in the last one. You take a look because the clutch.
Which the last 3?
The round we just saw, right? Like the clutch was one thing, and I do think there were mistakes there. I do think there's learnings from some of the opportunities that he's been able to cash in. But the last one, someone dove on him, for God's sake. Woo was on him.
Yeah, he
And
pretty much
Alpha
landed
just
on his
manages
head.
to dance out underneath. The trade can't come in that quickly because, you know,
Look at that
duelists
money,
can move
straight
pretty
up in the
quickly,
bin.
especially these
Fnatic
duelists. But they
can
got
even
there
tank a losses
when
too.
they should. I think the exec went okay. He's just genuinely, as Crashy said, Alpha's too good. And it usually feels like with players, you get 1 or 2 of those rounds. You know, like there's a timer. How many more rounds can he keep this up for? And it always feels like there's a hard limit. I've never seen Alpha have that limit.
No. If anything, the more he does it, the more I think he's going to keep doing it.
Ooh.
Again, Kayak's been dealt with. Hunter's Fury being expended. Sivov, he's going to try and flash into it. He's been domed,
Honestly,
but there will still be a trade back
great
off the
reaction
Hunter's
from
Fury.
Kosh to
Alfi
do
are
that.
now in position. That's all it really feels to matter about at this stage, and they are going the other way.
This
he did
bait might
manage to
work out as
retake.
well. One run away.
He's going to go pushing up. A
Dude,
dangerous battle
Alpha.
to take while being revealed, but instead now they start running back in the other
Good luck to
direction. An
Crashies.
opportunity for Crashies, but they know he's
Spacing
here.
like.
They have an idea, at least, of his position over
With
the
the
last
fake.
few seconds. The TP back
Fake
in
and
the
then
other
they go
direction,
back, but they
they've
don't create
heard
space.
everything.
It
They
didn't take
know
any space.
everything other than one piece of information, paranoia, and he's going to get out of there, managing to clear the angle. I think even maybe
30
realizing that
seconds
Wu
left.
has already
You
crossed.
keep an eye on this luck on
Brought
short,
things
it's here
back
so
into a 3
fast.
versus 3.
They get to close
Here's
door.
the TP and goes looking. It's time though, Vu will be able to escape, but there's still a player within the site they need to deal with, and they have done, but even still it's only in a
Rage Ross
trade.
is alive though.
Oster's got his,
Spike
and Alpha's
planted.
looking for his own. A wrap around the
Oh.
back, but Boo catches him just in time. Now Crashes
Oh.
has to carry that mantle.
Holy, bro, they're clutching everything. They're clutching
Crashies, the
everything.
closer. He's got them 11.
Heretics, Eco.
Fnatic, they have no shortage of heroes on this team, and a Red Bull clutch puts them within reaching distance of eliminating Team Heretics.
How many of these rounds have been clutches?
We were telling
There's even
the
that pistol
exact
as well.
Opposite story. We were talking of Heretics ruining Fnatic's day. The chance for the UK org with Poster at the helm being denied their opportunity to play at Masters London. Now Benji might be getting that taste instead, because as you said, it's now
Outlaw.
Crashies waking up. He sees
Two can get one shot.
the Alpha carry and decided to add his piece.
Sleepy Bear with the prime. Appreciate the 22
2
months.
rounds needed for the comeback to once again be complete.
Great knife.
For a long time, we spoke about Fnatic as the kings of EMEA, and even with a good year in the previous, never felt like they had that title back. They lost that throne a long time ago, and this series victory, it could be 13-0s back-to-back. It wouldn't reclaim that title for them. They're definitely a contender. They look like they could be the best in the region, but there was a time when there was no goods. We knew what they were capable of, and they showed it to us almost every week. They lost that throne, but that drive is still there. You heard it from Alfi. Even winning this event isn't the goal, it's champions. But one step at a time, 1 foot in front of the other. Fnatic on the defense, 12 within reach, and an easy round in front of them, or at least it should be.
Well, here goes that Ares once again.
30 seconds left.
Pressure being put onto the B site. Kayak's already managed to deal with the fake.
Slightly weak sight here, but
Alpha
just better gun.
waiting, but he's been dealt with. Nice shot from Benji. Crashies
Good
in that
recon,
back
man.
corner, and just
Great
managed to
recon.
spam one out. The reveal is perfect. They're being trapped in
Holy,
slowly,
it's
but
a
even
big
still,
2v2. They're just going to rush in when they go
while
for the
being
plant, you would
surrounded,
imagine so.
Heretics are fighting back. Plant looking to come in. Sevov maybe
Spike
hoping to
planted.
deny, but won't be able to. But he's got a lot further than expected. A chance to
Mate, how many clutches is this team winning? I've got to check the stats after this. I think this is one of the most insane games clutch-wise I think I've ever seen.
Are stepping up to the plate.
Oh, it's a full house for Fnatic tonight. Oh
It's
my
mad.
God, they are
They're all
playing
doing it.
with a full deck and then some. 12-9, and almost every
Nice
round
shot.
is a clutch. A big play even here for Crashies. The reveal
Oof,
and to follow
nice shot.
up on it, it gave them the numbers that were so clearly needed. On their feet again as Heretics,
Let's go!
who are head and shoulders above the rest.
Okay,
Now
3
they
goes
find
at it.
themselves
I will say Heretics at
3
least
chances
E-code that
for
last one
Fnatic to
to
keep
make sure they
this
can
run
buy
going.
here.
No, they
And
won't
they go
be
for a
in London
fast A.
with a victory here, but they won't be out.
And that knife
For God's sake,
has
that's
wrecked
enough.
them because did they pop dash? I'm not sure they
Set
can even get in
themselves
right
with an
now.
opportunity. Kayak in position, 1 falls, a second as well. Rien's hoping to fight back, but counter utility keeping them in their place for now.
Dude, double duelists. Good luck getting
Rotation already
in.
from the remaining
Cage.
two, looking to
Oh,
try
the
and
cage
lock them on that
bounce.
flank, not allowing them a way out, but Rien's is not giving up without a fight. Boaster trapped,
Great jump out
isolated
from
against
Boo.
nothing.
It's a
It's
great
Rien's
jump
again.
out.
Bruised, beaten, but not out just yet. But even
Spike
still,
planted.
Alfia and Crashies have already saved multiple
Oh
rounds.
God, not this again.
Alfia with one, but
Rien's has had enough.
really needs
Holy,
to do
not
it
this
all.
again.
An ace or bust. bust. Crashies will tag him up, knows exactly where
Oh
he is, but
my
Riens
goodness,
is
man! They
not
finally
giving
got
up just
they
yet.
finally got a clutch. This might be their second one though, Rex. They won that. Oh no,
Is what
2v1.
it takes
Yeah.
for Heretics
Might be their first.
to survive.
To win one round, to win one of the last 6.
Yeah, man, what a round from him.
I
I thought they were done though. I actually thought they were done. The cage, the cage to get out through the choke was pretty good.
With one man needing to take the whole team for his side to survive. But that question of survival not answered yet. There are 2 more in a row.
Countdown 2.
For
Dude, why am I
Heretics. They
nervous?
want to settle this in overtime. But first they have to survive regulation.
Deploying drone.
There really is something about Turkish players, isn't there?
Been saying that for a while, Tom.
All I'm going to say is that Turkish qualifier next year is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
There's going to be a lot of Turkish players finding out that they're German all of a sudden.
12 to 10.
Shock dart.
The economy
Caged.
slipping
Wrong side.
for Fnatic. The ultimate's definitely in their favor.
Wrong side
A kill or
still
2
has
could completely
recon.
turn this round.
Recon
Instead,
goes
though, the
out.
ace, well, guess what? That gave an ultimate to the other side, and this time the entries are found. But guess who's
Here
left?
he is.
Guess who's
Here he
fighting?
is.
Alfi
Supposed to get back
trying
aside as well. They got to swing
win.
this.
Now joined in weaponry, about to be removed, and he's still holding the line.
Wait, he's got to reload.
With a shorty, but he's run out of bullets, and now it's left to Riens again. An ace in the last round, a clutch needed in this one.
This was what we were looking to see today. The kings of our region, and now Riens has to find both. 2 big players, but Kayak, the heavy hitter, not on the site. Boaster's hiding behind the smoke.
Unconsidered
Time's ticking, and now Riens isolates at 20 seconds.
Holy,
And he
bro.
won't run away.
What is he doing?
The
It's
plant on A
insane.
was
Oh, they
free,
didn't
but
even
the
consider
Red Bull
stairs.
clutch on B was
He
his.
thought it, you know when he shot to mask him
Guys
jumping
from
down?
right now are just
I
sat
don't
there
even
at
think
home
they
going,
thought he
"See, I told
dropped.
you. I told you, this is what
They
it's
didn't even
like.
consider it. He
This is the
completely
guy
owned
you
him
have
by
to be
masking it.
careful of, but again, like what Alfi is able to do at the back of that site
Did
just
Boaster's
shouldn't be allowed.
reload happen at the same
His teammates
time, or
get
like
cleared within a
comms maybe?
second.
I'm not sure.
And it really does seem to be the battle
Chill, please.
of the tactics.
Chill, please. Please, guys, I did an ace into a 1v2. Please, guys, do something else. Please help me out. Okay.
29 kills
One.
for Alfi, by the way. And now with a weaker buy for either side. It's either now or it's OT.
Said last time it was a barn burner of a game, and Heretics showed that they could play that same game, make those
He is
comebacks
just
happen.
spamming mid.
Was that
Boom.
spam through the wall?
Yep, he's just spamming mid through the wall.
It was either on top of the wall or through it, and I see a bullet hole in it. Yep, straight through the wall, taking him
That's
down.
insane.
Hell of a start for Boo.
Holy.
Oh, what a shot by Benji. Crashy's caught
Oh,
him
it's
a
the
shoulder
easiest call
peek,
ever.
and
They're going
now
B.
They know exactly where this defensive
What?
side is, and they run into the numbers.
I mean, they've owned it by running into the numbers because obviously you would go B.
They thought they'd be going in the other
Oh, still
direction,
one
and
flash,
now
they gotta
up
send
close,
it.
one flash in, but there's a judge on the other side trying to clear Koshmaras as well.
Honestly,
He is pit and not
we need to
anything
lock
more.
in for this.
Leaves Alfi.
This
It will be the
is...
best of the lot. Too much to ask. An unfair question to even think about. And Rien's waiting
Sure,
patiently
I mean,
on the other side. 15
I'm locking out.
HP
There's no way.
means that, well, it was over before it even began, but somehow with Alfi, you have to give him the benefit of the doubt, not this time. Somehow.
Three
Well, I know,
chances.
so it's Riens. Riens has managed
All
to
gone.
bring them home, bring them to OT. This will
Fnatic.
go the difference.
Double
The next
pistol.
couple of
Multiple
rounds
clutches.
will decide who is still alive in this
Can
tournament.
close it out in
The
3.
regulations
Oh, it's rough, man.
Disgusting. Yeah.
God, Riens, what a monster.
With a
The
British
Riens v
heartbeat
Alpha
on both
is insane at the
sides.
moment.
The British heartbeat on the bottom of both sides. This is the story of everyone else down there today.
I can understand. I will kiss you, bruv. Might be the most British thing I've heard today.
Okay.
Ace 3 rounds ago was his
Kosh
third
on
in
defense
VCT
gets the
EMEA. That's a surprise. That's genuinely shocking. He's only in 3.
Yeah, but I reckon he's had loads of 1v4s.
104Ks, yeah. Well, here we go.
Right,
Overtime in effect.
did they mask
One
the
team's
camera
run
sound with
ending
a shock?
here. in the next couple of rounds. It's all on the line. They're learning
Problem is
over
they're
the
gonna hear it
past
once you go into
hour
it.
of
Okay,
how
yeah.
Ascent is played. Apparently, it's a lot of individual fights.
Maybe they're
clutches.
just trying to do some chip damage because that's the
This is where
default.
they apply those
The
learnings.
wall?
A very slow play
Not
by
sure.
Fnatic. Pressure towards the right side of the map over on A, but we're seeing Alpha playing ahead of his wall, looking for that bit of aggression. They are trying to lure Team Heretics into some over-aggression, but to Heretics' credit, that doesn't seem to be something that they've been doing a lot.
No.
Fnatic's defense had a lot of aggression, and sometimes Heretics in B main.
But they learned from it.
they've
The
stopped.
later rounds in their defense, they started getting really passive because they knew how long Fnatic would take.
Yep.
And they start using the time to their advantage as basically as a sixth man.
Flash
because
has
Fnatic
been
will
owning 'em.
sometimes just punish themselves.
Well, Woot will be
Oh.
sent back. Koshmaras has made the investment
Where's
into
the
an
pop
operator.
dash?
He won't have shields to work with.
Great
but
omen
he's in the
flash.
right
Wu goes
spot
back to the angle.
towards
Pop
A.
dash already.
Two teammates defending in front of him, though, holding ahead of the defensive line.
What a shot.
Kayak with one hell of a shot.
What a recon.
And now the hop. Well, he's stuck behind a box. What move
Mate,
is
he's
he
stuck
gonna
behind the
make?
box of an
Tries
op.
to
There's not much he
slide
can
away,
do
but
here.
Kayak's there to catch him.
Great
And
trades from
Boaster,
both here.
quick on the
Keep an eye on
trade.
this luck. Not a
Stops
chance they
Boo
think of
with
it.
just the
Oh
one.
boy.
Well, Alpha,
Honestly, with the rounds he's
of all
winning,
the shots
Yeah.
he's hit,
He
I
can-
didn't
he
expect
can
that
afford
to
a
be the
couple of
one he
whiffs.
misses.
Again, 30th kill, not coming just yet. 29 is where he'll stick. A reliance on his teammates. Benji and Riens to try and fight
at the
versus
moment,
three.
not considering A
He
main.
might have
At the
caught
moment,
timing
not
here.
considering
Look
A
how
main.
locked in. Kayak, is he so locked
I'm
in,
so
he doesn't
nervous
even
the crowd
realize that
gives this
somebody's
away.
rounding this corner. He might just be about to lose his life
Saw
to
him.
absolutely nothing. Rien's only just
Oh, what a
making
lovely
it to
little
the scene,
double
but he
swing that
needs
was.
to do
Oh,
everything
it was
once
a lovely
again,
little
not
double
this
swing, man.
time. Crashes with 2. Fnatic with 13. And another
I can't remember the last time I was
to
this
keep
nervous for a game, man. I
alive.
kind of want them both to win,
Map
dude. It's
series
the
and
UK guys
stage
playing in
point.
London.
For Team Heretics, facing into the end of their run. They've made it far. They had to make changes, but held both these teams have been in that very same boat. Fnatic most recently. The
Yeah,
winning
dude.
ways rarely evade
I mean,
them
it's about
outside
time
of
they
kickoffs.
bailed him out.
We said they've never missed out on 2 international events in a row, and now today, there was a chance that we would see that happen, but Destiny and their fate is in their own hands now. 1 round away from the run continuing.
Boaster's got to
You
be
saw him,
careful.
right?
11 health to start the round.
I want to say
And I'll be honest,
that
a lot of
Benji
utility
had the
expended
jump
off the
spot
back
mid
of
as
it.
well,
Alfi
but I'm
had
not
to
entirely
hold
sure.
the vines just to make sure that
Here.
if there was a rundown on his IGL, they wouldn't be able to get there without taking a hell of a lot of damage. A smoke. All the way to the other side of the map. This is just a ruse. They have not moved. They are staying in the same position. And Benji, he shoots that to try and let them know that they're around that position. Instead, though, the A side
Okay,
has
the
been
Fnatic
claimed.
call for the crunch
Fnatic
on
will
middle because
fall
it's the
into
guy
the
that shot the
retake.
recon. It's just a little too late
Yeah,
though.
and
He
because
gets out of
that
there.
Reveal was broken in mid, as you said, by
5v5
Benji, they're sending
retake.
players
Both as
out to
low has
confirm there's no
flash.
one there.
Boo
It
still
draws
has
their eye
omen
away.
flash.
It
They got on
stops the
site and they
spams that could have
managed to
come through
keep omen
instead.
flash.
A cautious Fnatic, even now, cautious of the flank, but seeing nothing. Yet the timing in mid will be so important. They've seen each other. Alpha caught Benji. Benji was waiting just a few seconds more and he had the flank of the game, but instead now it's an advantage to the defensive side. A failed usage of the paranoia. It means
Tried to get
less
a pick
to
before.
work with to slow them down. In fact, no utility.
1 HP.
All that they've got
Look at the
is
HPs.
brawn alongside.
Look at these
Shorty up
HPs.
close from Woot. Rienz as well. Hold on. They're making it work on the site. They had no
No time.
utility.
Time.
The
Concentrate.
numbers
time.
against them, but the time ticking in their favor now.
Let's go again.
13 to 13, the overtimes. They keep on going.
Yeah, they took so much damage on their way into the site. I think that was spams by Riens. He sees the smoke dropping, knows that he's about to get crunched on, and just starts spamming. Well, he even gets a kill. You see, assist, kill, and then a kill at the end. That's just blind spray. Knowing his angles, doing damage once more. I think it was even Kayak with 1 HP as he entered the site. Hadn't even seen anyone yet. 13-13. A solid hold. A solid read as well. Like, even though Benji doesn't
How's
do
Boo
much in
looking
terms
so
of the actual
calm?
damage in that round.
Yeah.
Shooting of that dart, like, you might look at that and go like, well, Why'd he do that? He could have just avoided it. But it's just to sell that little piece of false information while his teammates
And
are
these
still
rounds
waiting on
are
the other
nuts.
side. They wanted them to believe they're in middle.
Heretics
and Fnatic
timeout.
believe they're in middle.
Obviously, the
Probably
Fnatic
is
coaches
because
can
of shooting
speak
that
as
dart
well.
that He died later, though, when he went back into that space. But it got them the sight.
For free.
That's all it needed to do. Even scoreline.
There's a
this deep
5v4
into the
here.
game. I
Yeah,
was
but dude, they
worried,
took
Tom.
so
After
much chip damage going into
13-2
the site.
from Heretics on
They were
Lotus,
entering
I
site.
was
Someone was
worried. I said
70,
it then,
someone
I said
was
at the start of
10,
this
and
map,
someone was like
we all know it.
1, I think.
Fnatic bouncing back. It happens.
If
more
it
often
wasn't
than
for
not.
that Alpha
But they were all
clutch, I
such
think
low
this is over
HP.
already.
Which
The spam
Alpha-
from
the
A
first
main
one.
wrecked
There's so
them.
many
The
of them.
first one.
But I think you can genuinely point to multiple alpha clutches and say the same thing. He
Yeah.
has dragged this
Kosh
team
gets
through
the
some
Odin
impossible
out.
rounds.
He
Yeah, I
goes
don't
from
think
an
that-
op
I think the
to
belief
an
was
Odin.
created by the first one, and then he had 2 more rounds. Then Crashies had a round. Then Seavoff had a round. It was like that was just the momentum
Yeah.
building, and it took then Heretics having a moment of their own, an ace from Rians to break that momentum. It feels like we're back level again.
Wait, that's big
back
info.
with the scales perfectly
Recon
balanced.
and knife. That's
Back
nice.
with either side.
It's a lot
needing
of space
just
right now
2
for
rounds in a
Fnatic.
row to make or break
Wait, is
their
he?
London experience.
He's jumping over and then he's got the
Make
Odin
or
ready to
break their
spam.
year. 2 internationals
It's a
missed
good little
for
bait,
either of
but
these teams
I'm looking
is
at
a
Kayak.
failure.
He's expecting
And
this.
it's a standard that is only held to
They're
very,
actually
very few.
really.
Oh, damage. Lots of damage.
Oh, we're bringing
Koshmaras
this
with the
one
wall
back.
bang onto
Oh, it's
both
actually
through the
nice to bring this
Odin
one
in
back.
effect.
We haven't seen it since Ascent has
Great
come
effect,
back.
apparently. They know there was a spam in main. Fnatic know that someone was around line, but Woot!
Oh.
How is he still alive? And Crashies tagged up from their battle earlier.
He
Is in a
got
lot
out of
trouble.
there as
the
well.
Strike is alone in his hands.
Kosh is
If he
jiggling
falls
heaven.
this
What's his
round, he's
reaction
done.
once he sees
And there's
them?
only 35
No, no, Kosh,
seconds
Kosh,
left. The
Kosh,
move
Kosh,
needs
Kosh,
to be
Kosh.
made.
You
Koshmaras
gotta, you gotta do
with
some
his
kind of
move.
different reaction here.
We all know that fight in main is
Alpha
where the
inserts
turning
himself
point of
into
this round
spawn. He
comes
can
into
maybe
play.
get the
They don't
rotate.
yet know
Spikes
the
on its own over
defensive side,
towards
but the
A
spike
main.
is there,
20
but with 20
seconds.
seconds, and
Which
we'll be finding
repositions.
out.
They think he's
Woot
still in wine.
swings in for Seavoff. The nade delaying the push out from Crashies. The time ticking away. There's 12 seconds left as Fnatic
These
make
people are
it towards
reloading.
the site. They're catching kills across the board. But
Someone run at him.
no time.
Someone run at him.
Denial of the plant hold that's
What?
needed, but Heretics failed at
No
that
one run at him.
And now Crashies given a chance, a lifeline
Oh my
for
god, I'm so
Fnatic,
scared.
but it's left
I'm so
behind.
nervous, bro.
Again, it just looked like a round that was
Jesus.
lost the second that initial battle. You said it, like Crashies being alone with the spike. The remaining players knew they had to wrap around and kill everyone on site just to give him a way in. A stray bullet could have ended that round. And honestly, the fact that Crashies even manages to get the plant down is impressive.
Yeah, it is.
I thought there was no way he gets out of that alive.
The Odin
But
on
this is
short
now
was
where the shoe is on the other foot.
Odin on short was genius.
Come on!
You said it. The fact that Fnatic have never missed 2 events back to back. The fact that they had their life in their own hands. Well, clearly they feel like those palms are sweaty. A pause being taken.
Dude, we got another game after this.
I was going to say the coach is given a chance to talk, but it
It's such a
seems
long
like
one.
someone else in the moment is doing the talking. Maybe just trying to break that momentum of Heretics. But the fact is, with Alfi,
You have 3 more games? I mean, yeah,
he's
we got
not
America's
gone
too.
quiet, but he's not
The NRG
averaging
Sen is the
4
last
kills
one, right?
around.
But
Like,
it
he's
doesn't
not
matter too much if
being
we
able
miss a little
had
bit
that
of
same sort of impact, and unfortunately, there's other
loud.
players that aren't able to
the
stop the
Sen
onslaught,
NRG is definitely the big one.
specifically towards that A site. That's where they've started to pinpoint. The B site, yeah, if we go there, Alpha, yeah, might just kill all of us. So the last couple of times, they've challenged A.
And now Heretics heating up. 14-13, 1 round left to steal this series out from under Fnatic, the team that they 13-2'd in the previous map. All signs pointing to a Heretics victory, but for Fnatic back on the defensive side. This team, we've heard from some of them that it's a, well, at least in
You
recent
gonna skip
times,
it? No, I mean
it's
like
been
when
hard to
the
be humble.
if the
Well, that might
EMEA
change here
game
today
goes over
with just one
the
round.
top of it.
Early presence towards that B site. As said, that is where Alpha has been. And maybe just trying to form some disinformation once again. They did it in the last round they won. As I said, like the shooting of that dart in middle, pull the rotation away. This time that's not going to be the case. Deep control from Kayak is not something we've seen as often, and not something that has been needed to be challenged.
Dude, as if they pull their strat. As if they pull their strat against them.
But I don't.
I mean, the Hiko recon, it should get Boaster.
Revealing area.
We did just move back. And out of here as well. To go straight heaven. Sight's a little weak. Omen Flash goes in, so they know he's behind him. He has to jump down sight fast, really.
In a similar way to the last.
Uh-oh.
What a moment for Kayak to fall, but Boaster and Seavolver there. That sight hold is not gone just yet, but Benji with a crucial kill. That's
Can
Alfi
pull them back.
down
It's a great kill from Boaster. Can they debut at any point here?
Heretics,
No.
the spike is still there for the attackers. The wraparound from Boo, main going to be held late in the round as well by that trap. But can the spike make it to the site in time? 12 seconds, and it could be caught on the cross.
10 seconds
Oh,
left.
tagged up. He needs to get past the wall, but the spam's not quite going to work out.
Oh my God.
Benji, he's taken the initiative. Aggressive through. Wants to destroy the dart to try and keep his teammate alive, and he has done so. Boo holding the angle. Seavolver crashes to keep
Oh my God.
the tournament, the timing of the smoke. Seemed like it could be worse.
That's so scary, bro.
But they haven't managed to capitalize off the back of it. Benji's been cleared, and now all up to the leader of Boo. A 1v2 to win this one out, to get rid of Fnatic from this tournament, but the shots aren't landing until the last moment.
Oh my God, Boo. They finally won a couple of clutches at the end.
Clutch from Boo.
What a crazy game, dude. Look what it means to Benji, man. Benji wants it so bad, man. Okay, they're one away. They're one away from making it to London. They still do. They still got to win another game. Fnatic, don't make it. 2 Masters in a row.
With disappointment and pain.
Oh, what a game this was, man.
Sit up